Knows when to be there, when to stay out of the way. And, you know, that's all that you can focus on is the racetrack. I mean, if you go out there and focus on everyone else, you sort of get magnetized into what it is that they're doing.
Larry Ward, number 11, very consistent race now, has moved into third. Ward into third, and here is a battle with Kedrowski coming up on Phil Lawrence.
Now, Kedrowski's had a wild ride. He got a terrible start, then he crashed while he was on the move. I mean, he's had the wind taken out of his sails more than once tonight. He's still riding pretty aggressive, and you saw this back there before that corner. He jumped over that same section of Rocco, and oh, big mistake there.
But he does get by. It's an interesting situation with Privateer and Factory Man there.
Yeah, you know, Kedrowski's really got the speed, and it's surprising to see him up this far as many problems he's had tonight.
Kedrowski has been focusing on speed for the entire 20 laps. In Supercross, it's better to be more aggressive in the beginning than the end.
If you've won the Triple Crown of Outdoor Nationals like Mike Kedrowski, you have the competitive nature to keep searching for the answers. For Kedrowski, it meant changing mechanics, getting new insight from the tuner of champions, Brian Lemus.
Starts, don't forget to do the start. If you're listening to somebody that's worked with the best and had the best, you kind of figure this guy knows what he's talking about. You know, I've seen results, so you tend to listen more, and he has a lot of stuff that I don't know. You know, I've been around for a lot of years racing professionally, but he's been around a lot longer, so he's seen it, everything, every which way things can go. So, you know, I'm hoping that it can help me this year.
Well, there's not going to be that many guys jumping in there. Then just plateau this, single that one, come around, step up, and then triple.
Yeah, well, remember again, keep the speed going through the bowls, all the bowls, the one over there, the one over here. Keep the momentum up when you come off of it. And go all the way around. Well, no. When you get in there, get on the gas.
What looks faster, I might not be able to tell when I'm on the track when I'm by myself, you know, unless I'm passing somebody. So maybe he can say, hey, this guy's staying lower, try jumping it that way. So, yeah, I think you got to communicate, and you got to have somebody that can watch that stuff, pick it out real quick, and be able to tell you.
We were looking at things, how we could enter things, how we could time things a little better. Instead of becoming set in just doing one line, one set of obstacles a certain way the whole race. More RPMs when you leave here. It's sticky a little bit. The biggest thing with Mike is we know he has endurance. If he runs 30 minutes, he's really difficult to beat. Our biggest thing is trying to get quickness.
I needed to change and do sprint work. You know, that was something that it was like, really? That's what I need to do? You know, not go out and do, you know, 50 laps a day. Go out and do 4 fast laps and do that 10 times.
Mike Kedrowski holds things in before exploding. On the other hand, Lemus has been known to throw a wrench quicker than most.
I think that's kind of good for me because if there is a problem, we take care of it now. Let's just do it, see if it works. I don't like to change like that, so I think it's helped me, and it's going to help more.
On the loops, down through there, you were more to the left. Craig was running in a group just behind you, and he was just hammering.
Mike Kedrowski is off to a better start than being behind 31 points after 2 races last year, but changing old ways doesn't come easy. Can MK win?
Yes. Wanting to do it and saying you want to do it is 2 different things. But deep down, he wants it. He's willing to give up anything he has to achieve that. And that's the big thing, to make the sacrifice. You're going to win. Maybe not right away, but in the long term, you're going to do it.
Here's one bike that won't be doing it. Doug Henry had a pretty good race going for himself, but he leaped off the track, landed on the cement, and the handlebars broke. He was 4th year last year, but he's likely to end up 20th in this race.
Doug, where was it that handlebar broke? Did it just break from fatigue, or did you bump into somebody?
No, I crashed over there. I landed on the cement, and it broke.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't land on the cement. You're okay?
Yeah, I hit the cement too, but I don't know. I just got a little scraped up, that's all.
All right, well, you got another race next week to put it out of your mind, huh?
Yeah. We'll just wait till next week.
Meanwhile, his teammate Jeremy McGrath on the Honda out in front, looking for his 2nd win of the season, his 21st of his career.
You know, he looks fantastic, and you know, he came from behind and had a few problems in the first turn in Orlando to win. He's run here wire to wire. I don't see how anyone can stop this guy.
Well, we'll see if you just jinxed him, David. We'll be back in a moment to get it. Jeremy McGrath has won 20 Supercrosses. He's looking forward to number 21 in the shortest period of time in Supercross history, only 31 races. He's on his showtime lap right now. 8 wins away from Rick Johnson's career mark of 28. The knack for the fans.
You know, more impressively than all the records is the way he's riding this last lap. That section over there by the mechanics area, that triple that no one else can do but Larocco, he's jumping that on the last lap. He doesn't have to. He's doing knacks, and he's lapped all the way up to 5th place.
It's only 4 seconds away from Emig in 5th place.
That's pretty demoralizing for Emig to look over your shoulder and see him coming around again.
Here's the man who's won 64% of his Supercross races in 2 seasons and 2 races, taking the checkered flag.
Well, that's going to give him a boost of confidence going into his so-called hometown track at Anaheim next weekend. Larocco taking 2nd there, and boy, you know, no excuses today. He just got beat.
And Larry Ward on the podium for the 2nd straight race. Quite a boost of confidence for him.
Well, it shows that first race wasn't a fluke, and now he's for real, and he's solidly in 2nd place in the point standings.
McGrath, Larocco, Ward, Kiedrowski, Emig get a good ride for Phil Lawrence. Jan Beekes is with a very happy Larry Ward.
Larry, we're getting used to seeing you here on the podium. That's the 2nd week in a row we've seen you on the podium. You passed the factory rider. Man, your confidence is building, huh?
Yeah, definitely. You know, my no-lane scissor Yamaha's fast, and I said it from the beginning. I'm a new Larry Ward. I'm strong this year. Halfway, I just get faster. So hopefully I can get a start one of these days up there with those guys. I know they got a little speed on me, Larocco and McGrath, but hard work, and I'll keep training. Maybe my bike can be a little better, and we'll catch them.
Now, where do they have that speed on you? Any place on the track you think you can improve to catch them?
Well, I started about 10th, and they started 1st and 2nd, so, you know, that's a little disadvantage. The track was ready, and they were riding good. You know, they were a long ways in front of me. I never really saw them, so once I got into 3rd, I just rode smart and finished the race, and looking forward to next weekend in Anaheim.
Jeremy McGrath with a perfect 50. It was a tough day today for Mike Larocco.
Mike, obviously you're pushing very hard. You had a good start today. You were really trying to put the pressure on Jeremy. Where was it that it was hard for you to close the gap?
It took me too long to get going. I'll say that much. I was out front, and I wasn't quite riding like myself. I made quite a bit of mistakes, and let him get some distance on me. Then I kind of pulled it together and started closing the gap. Then I messed up with some lappers and a few mistakes myself.
Now, you had one time we were talking to your dad, and then you cased it right when he was watching you and almost threw you off the bike, but yet you were able to regain that composure. Is that because you have to push that hard to try and stay with him?
Well, I mean, I was riding a comfortable pace with him. I just needed to ride a little faster to make up the time, that I gave him. So, yeah, I kind of forced a few mistakes. Not to mention the track is a little ruddy.
Yeah, but you got to be happy with 2nd place, huh?
Never. I mean, I got out front exactly where I needed to be, and, that should have been my race. I just didn't put it together.
Okay, thanks.
In 2 years at the Metrodome, Jeremy has won both races.
He's awesome.
Jeremy, you go out again, you dominate, you got the whole shot this time, and we saw some stuff out there. It looks like you've been holding back. We saw you flying, especially over there in some sections. You saved some for the main, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, you got to save those tricks or everyone starts practicing in the heat race or practice. And, I did it this morning, and I only did it once, and I just saved it for the main event. Well, Doug was doing it also, and we talked, and we told each other, okay, let's save it. And that's what we did.
Now, what is it that makes you be able to do that? What is it that helps build your confidence? What about Jeremy McGrath allows him to win these kind of races this easily?
Well, I think it's the technical standpoint. I think at home I do my homework, and I make sure I practice technical stuff like that. And that way when you get to the racetrack, you can do stuff that you're not supposed to, and it works.
Well, Jeremy, we enjoy watching you.
Thanks.
Well, McGrath is smart. All these guys practice. They all work hard. They all have gnarly practice tracks. But Jeremy knows that practice doesn't make perfect. Good practice makes perfect.
Well said, David. In 2 years, Supercross has run here at the Metrodome. More than 103,000 fans have seen only 2 winners. Jeremy McGrath in the 250s, Damon Huffman in the 125s. Will it continue in Anaheim, David?
Well, normally I'd say that'd be tough to answer, but as dominant as these 2 riders have been and the confidence they seem to be carrying it into Anaheim, I think it's going to continue.
Getting ready for the celebration down on the victory stand now. They warned the trophy girl to get out of the way, but she insisted on staying. Larry Ward has opened more champagne corks this year than ever before.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. You know, he's doing an excellent job. He's up there. He's a privateer standing next to 2 factory stars, and he'd like to make a habit of that, I think.
And a look of disappointment on Mike LaRocco's face. Be with us next week. This is Art Ekman for David Bailey and Jan Beekes. That's it from Minneapolis. So long, everybody.